looking right, you got the ice with it. A conversation with me will change your life. Your wife want the pipe, and when I hit, you feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger, I'm hot nigga. She don't rock with you, she got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought, if you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her, then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, will suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitchin' cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for her to go on the trip, now you trippin' because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut, you lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her panties and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass, you pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I could ruin your day by smashing your bitch?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's popping, people? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good, what's good, what's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Simrod, monogamous player, Reggie Brock, MC Kenny, Goldie in the building, Zati, what's up? Adam, what's good? Alejandro, what's going on? Joe Blast is in the building. What's popping, what's popping? Shout out to King V. Shout out to Reggie Brock. Again, what's good? King, shout out to Carlos, Jose, Golden, Binda. What's going on, man? Keith Joek, Last Thoughts, Certified Tyrone is in the building. What up, Usher? What's good? What's going on, Kenya and Taj? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Today's show, man. And shout out to the dude that sent me this video. One of my people's off of Instagram hit me up in the inbox, in the DM or whatever. And, you know, I'm going to be talking about this video of Jordan Peterson. He's being interviewed by this guy and he's talking about dating apps, Tinder, and, you know, dating and all this other shit, right? And so what I wanted to say is this, and this isn't just specifically to Jordan Peterson, right? Because, you know, Jordan Peterson, he does this thing. He seems like a smart dude. You feel what I'm saying? He seems like a guy who's knowledgeable. But the thing you got to understand is this, is that sometimes because you're knowledgeable in certain other areas of life doesn't mean you're going to be knowledgeable in other areas of life. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you know, I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to this dating game. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to fitness, I'm not that knowledgeable, right? When it comes to cooking, I'm not that knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain things that I just don't understand, right? So, you know, I titled this "Never Take Relationship Advice from Jordan Peterson" because Jordan Peterson isn't really knowledgeable like that in relationships, right? And what I mean is, I'm gonna break this down too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break this shit all the way the fuck down so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Because see, what you also have to understand too is this: people come at relationships, dating, stuff like this from different perspectives, right? But what happens is that when you're only on one side of the coin, when you're only on one side of the fucking situation, right? You don't understand what's going on the other side, right? So me, I was fortunate enough to be on both sides of the equation, meaning I was the guy, back in the day who, didn't really understand what was going on. And I made a lot of mistakes, right? And I had a lot of fucking bullshit happen because I didn't understand what was going on. But then when I started to understand the game, I saw the other side of it. You see what I'm saying? So then I got a little bit more well-versed in this, and then I see both sides. The problem is some guys don't see both sides because they haven't been on both sides. And some guys will never be on one side. They will only be on this side or that side, right? So what I want to do is I want to pull up this video. Let me share this screen real quick. Let me share this screen. All right, so this video right here that I'm about to show you, it's called Jordan Peterson, and it says the mark says stop using these bullshit dating apps. So I think this is actually from another from a YouTube channel called Beyond Exceptional. So I think they probably just take clips of other things and then talk about it and post it, right? But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to start it and stop it. You know how I do. Let me try to put it on maybe 1.25 speed just to make it just a little bit more, fast. Not too fast, but just a little bit more, right? And then we're going to get into this. You feel what I'm saying? So this is stop using these bullshit dating apps, okay? Hold on, let me make sure that's off, and then let's start this shit going. All right, let's go.
Spread Tinder use is. I don't know that much about Tinder, but when I first found out about it, I thought, well, they certainly named it properly because Tinder starts fires, and it's a fire starter and not just sexually.
These tech companies use manipulative strategies. I talked to an executive, I won't say which dating app this was, but he told me that some dating apps will basically what they call, I think they're called seeding, where they'll put fake profiles of very attractive, usually women, right? Because men are actually more likely to use dating apps and they're sort of more likely to pay for the premium profiles compared to women who don't have to because they're going to get matches anyway. So anyway, the dating app companies, they'll seed them with fake attractive women profiles and intentionally match with men who have recently downloaded a new profile, basically newly created one. And the idea here is that if they download the app and they immediately match with an attractive woman, and then they usually have a couple of conversational exchanges like, hey, how's it going? Good, how are you? And then that's it. The robot no longer responds to the user. But the reason why this is done is basically to give them a little hit. And so basically they called it chasing the dragon, which is basically a term from drug usage, right? From heroin. You give them a little hit and then they're going to be chasing that high for the rest of their lives.
All right, so now basically what they're saying is this. So far, they're saying that the dating apps are going to use, fake profiles and stuff to get the guys who first joined the dating app to match with like a hot girl, but it's really like a robot or basically a bot or some fake profile that gets the guy sort of hooked on the app so that they can, buy the premium services and keep using the app, right? Now, see, this is why it's very important to understand and learn game. This is why, on the Bad Boy membership, right? I have the programs right here. I'll show you guys again. Advanced online game, the most efficient way to get women to meet you in person, right? How to take pictures that'll get you laid on online dating sites, and how to send messages that'll get you laid on online dating apps. So what happens is that if you're the type of guy who doesn't understand how to communicate with these women on these apps, you're going to be the sucker, right? Who is going to be talking to a goddamn robot. So you're going to match with this really hot girl. She's going to be like, hey, how are you? And you're going to be like, oh, I'm fine. How are you? Or some stupid shit like that. And then she's going to say, oh, I'm doing really good. So what are you up to? And so you're thinking you're having a real conversation because they can predict the bullshit that you're going to say to the women. But that's because you ain't got no game. On top of that, what happens is that these guys get suckered in because, and this comes with not having self-awareness. If you're the type of guy who goes out on a regular day and no women are checking you out at all like that, no women are approaching you, no women who look like that girl you matched with on the online dating app is hollering at you, but all of a sudden, You get on the dating app and this really super hot girl that you think is, you know what I'm saying, looking like a model, hits you up and it's talking about, hey, what's up? Now, see, because guys don't have any self-awareness, they're going to think it's real. You understand what I'm saying? And so they get excited because it's like, oh my God, this really hot girl is saying what's up to me. And oh my God, she could, you know, he starts imagining that this will be his wife. He's in love already. He's already planning the date in his head. He don't realize that that chick is not real, right? And then what'll happen is that he'll end up trying to talk to her and nothing goes on. Then he'll match with another girl. And then she'll talk to him and then it'll say, hey, user, if you want to, you know, like he'll keep swiping and he'll say, hey, if you want to get to more of these women, you know, pay such and such to get the premium. So then that's how they get you on the premium. And then all of a sudden, when you get on that premium, you realize that the shit ain't really popping like you thought it was. But that comes from you not having game and you falling for the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? True Savage said some ways even ended up sending some money to some dude in South Africa. That's a fact. These niggas get played because they don't understand the goddamn game. But let's continue. This shit gets it gets even crazier. Let's go.
So, you know, I think that so many complexities, they are creating a lot of heartbreak and a lot of frustration.
That's really unbelievably appalling and malevolent.
Well, I will say that if one app is doing it, then that means more than likely they all are. So it almost doesn't even matter. They're probably all doing some version of that because that's how they get users. So on Tinder, women, they like the profiles of only 4% of the men that they see on the app. Whereas for men, when they see female profiles, they swipe right or like more than 60% they see.
So that's really worth concentrating.
Hold on, let me hit the button. So they're saying that the women swipe right on 4% of the guys and men are swiping right on 60% of the women, right? Now, when you swipe right, that means you're interested. Now, the reason why that happens is because women already know that most of the dudes that are on there, they can match with. You understand? They know this. So what happens is women are going to be more picky because what they're doing is that they're looking for the best of the best. They're like, I want to get, you know, I want to see if I can get, you know, the best guy out of all of these guys I'm checking for. Or they swipe through all of these profiles and dudes don't know how to take pictures. Their pictures look crazy. Their bio says some goofy shit. So then they're like, swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, right? Now, the reason why guys swipe on 60% of the women is because guys on the front end are just trying to fuck. Now, are there women on the apps that are trying to fuck? Yes. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is that this is also why they're picky because they're still looking for guys to fuck, even if that's all they're doing, and they're going to try to pick the best guy to fuck. Whereas guys are like, well, she'll do, right? So we have a sort of like, you know, a thing where we're like, on the fucking end, we'll just, you know what I'm saying? Like pick some chick to fuck or whoever, if she's cute enough. Women, on the other hand, if they're picking a guy to fuck or they're picking a guy, you know, as far as dating is concerned and probably looking for some more, you know, in that situation or a combination of both, right? They're going to be more picky because they have more options on the front end. You understand what I'm saying? And guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and all the other good stuff. But let's continue.
Trading one because that's a great example of hypergamy. So women mate across and up success hierarchies, and men mate across and down. And the women like men who are about 4 years older, cross-culturally. They like men who manifest signs of success, as well as being handsome and personable and all of that. And the reason for that, as far as I can tell, is that they're looking to equalize the economic disparity.
Wait a second, hold on. So Jordan Peterson sounded like he red pill. So Jordan Peterson said that, you know, women are dating across and up and men are dating across and down. And so that sounds that almost sounds like, no, because like, okay, think about this. If women are mating across and up, and let's say she's going up, so she's trying to get the best guy, right? So that means that the guy is always dating down, right? So then I'm just trying to get this right. So then if the guy is dating down, is he trying to say that women ain't about nothing? Because we all because by that logic, that means that guys are basically dating down all the time. Because if they're dating across and down, then they're dating down. And then the women are dating up. Right? So okay, I'm trying to make sense of this, guys. This shit is hilarious. So what happened? So he was basically saying that women, they want guys who are 4 years older, they're successful, all this other stuff. So can a guy date up? And if he was to date up, what would be the criteria? You understand? What would be the criteria for a guy dating up? Or is it possible for a guy to date up? Or is it only possible for a woman to date up, therefore making it to where men can only date down? And what is the criteria for that? And then what he was saying is that they mate through success hierarchies. But how can you tell if someone is successful through Tinder? Huh? Because he was like, yeah, they're personable, they're handsome and all that, but he's like, the success part. How do you find out if a guy is successful? How does a woman find out if a guy is successful on Tinder when she's swiping right or swiping left? Because all you got is pictures and a bio saying some shit about what he likes or something. So how do we know that he's successful? Right? Let's pull that back a little bit. Let's pull that back a little bit so we can hear this again. Let's pull it back.
Success hierarchies. And so that's really worth concentrating on, because that's a great example of hypergamy. So women mate across and up success hierarchies, and men mate across and down. And women like men who are about 4 years older.
Okay, so what does that mean? Across and up success hierarchies. And then men date across and down. Is he saying they date across and down also success hierarchies? I don't get it. So are we dating down the success hierarchy? Or is he saying the guys have to date down because most guys can't get what they really want, which would be a woman who's up? I'm confused. I'm serious. I'm really confused, guys. I want y'all in the chat to tell me what this means. What does this mean? Are there any red pill guys in the chat? I need to know what the fuck this means. This doesn't make any sense to me. This doesn't make any sense to me. Because I could understand a woman of him saying a woman is going to date up based off of a guy being more successful. That logically makes sense in the sense of I could understand that a little bit, meaning like this guy has more success, so I'm going to date him over the guy who has less success. But if we're dating down as men, right? What constitute the woman being down and the guy being up? So the guy is up because of his success. What is it the woman being down towards? Us dating her down. You understand what I'm saying? So you said, I think he's saying generally women want men who are better than themselves across most metrics, which is true since the men who are on point all around can get the most women, generally speaking, though. Okay, cool. But my question is the part about the men dating down. So if that's the case, then if women are getting those guys, then does that automatically mean that we are dating down? How can we, the question is, how can a man date up, or can a man date up? Because by this logic, it's almost like saying women ain't shit. This is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to understand this. He's saying, I think saying men date down, low status, not a lot of money, and women date up with high social status and money. I think that's what he's trying to say. See, that's what I'm saying. So basically what he's saying is that the men have no choice but to date down because women ain't shit. I don't know. That's how I'm interpreting it. I don't know. It just because if I'm dating down, then why? And what does it mean that I'm dating down? You said he's saying most men would fuck a lawyer or a chick working at Burger King as long as she's attractive. Oh, is that what he's saying? So dating down is based off of her money, and her dating up is based off of his money. I'm just trying to understand. I need y'all to teach me today. You said men dating down means he is willing to get with less attractive women than he would generally want. But if he's getting with less attractive women than he would generally want, wouldn't that mean that all of the women who are dating up are the unattractive women he's getting because he's essentially dating down? Because if she's dating up, that means he's dating down. So that means she must be unattractive. So that means that all men, or like every guy, is, because he said guys date across and down. So either they're dating a woman equal or less attractive or not attractive. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why it's confusing. Olympus said, I could answer that question, Lucario. That's loser talk. I think that's the I think Olympus is right. I think Olympus is right. Certified Tyrone said, I think dating down is based off the sex appeal. But that's what I'm saying. If he said women date up, so if I'm the guy who's up, so let's say you have Stacy, and Stacy dates Lucario because she thinks Lucario is up. That means that that Stacy is down because men date across and down, and I'm a man. So that means if I'm dating down, that means that her sex appeal isn't all that because I'm not dating a woman that's up. But can I date a woman that's up if men are dating women that's down? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a paradox. You see what I'm saying? This shit is weird. So you said if you're a top tier man, you would consider yourself superior to the woman you encounter. She becomes better by being with an on-point dude. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, so it's all I'm saying is it sounds like that women can date up because the guy is somehow superior, awesome, and the shit. And then by that logic, a man has no choice but to date down. You understand what I'm saying? This shit's funny, but let's continue though. Let's continue because it gets even more interesting. Let's continue. Oh man, let's go. Hold on. Let me start this. Let me pull it back a little.
And men mate across and down. And women like men who are about 4 years older, cross-culturally. They like men who manifest signs of success, as well as being handsome and personable and all of that. And the reason for that, as far as I can tell, is that they're looking to equalize the economic disparity that exists because women take a harder hit from sex and pregnancy than men. So they're looking to equalize that. And no wonder they're looking for someone who's competent and generous, right? You want both of those. So competence would be intelligence, general cognitive ability, and the markers that go along with that. They want conscientiousness or openness, as well as other desirable personality traits. And they want generosity, but they're looking for someone who can provide. Well, it's not because they're greedy precisely. It's because, well, they're going to put themselves in a more vulnerable position if they have a child. And
Hold on. Ridiculous. Exactly. See, he said, if women date up, then all men are up. So the logic is that men are better than the bitch because he's dating down. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, on this part, he said, so women are more, I guess, picky and all this other stuff. And they date up and do all these things because they can get pregnant. So you're trying to tell me that because a woman is swiping right on Tinder, she is careful because she's scared she's going to get pregnant. That's a bunch of bullshit. How do we jump from a chick swiping on Tinder to get some dick?
Dick is a gift.
You understand what I'm saying? To her worrying about getting pregnant. Do you know there are like 16 forms of birth control? And I think 14 or maybe 13 of those forms of birth control are for the woman specifically. Like a guy could wear condoms or a guy could get a vasectomy, but women have like 12, 13, maybe 14 forms of birth control. You understand? So I understand what he's talking about on the level of, yes, a woman can get pregnant. So if she's actually trying to get pregnant, she wants to get pregnant by a guy who is responsible, who can take care of her and the baby. But ain't no chick thinking about that on Tinder when she's swiping right to get some dick.
Dick is a gift.
You understand what I'm saying? And also you got to understand, you see, getting pregnant, right? There's a certain time where you're most likely to get pregnant when you're ovulating. So there are other times of the month where you are least likely to get pregnant. And so when the woman knows she's ovulating, right? If she's smart, she'll be extra careful not to be fucking around that time where she can get pregnant. And then on top of that, if she's thinking about that or worried about that, she can get the birth control she needs, right? So when she's having sex, it's less likely for her to get pregnant. You understand? So if a woman is on Tinder swiping right because she wants to get some dick, go out on a date and get some dick, whatever it is, right? She knows when she's ovulating, right? So she can have, let's say, some birth control, whatever form she's using, and fuck a motherfucker around the time where she's not ovulating, she ain't getting pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? She's not getting pregnant. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Even affluent women who have a child by themselves or who get divorced tend to drop down the socioeconomic hierarchy a fair bit. So this hypergamy means women are much more selective in their mating than men are, and that's true cross-culturally. And it's not surprising because they pay a bigger price for sex. It's more dangerous for women because they can get pregnant, and it might be more dangerous emotionally as well. I believe that would be a reflection of their higher levels of agreeableness and higher levels of negative emotionality. So,
oh my God, why? So he said it's more dangerous for a woman because of her emotions. No. See, again, this is why I said certain guys, they're on this side of the thing, other guys are on this side of the thing. Women can have sex and not get emotional about the sex. See, guys who get pussy understand this. Guys who get a lot of sex understand this. See, let me explain something to you guys. You know why guys are so concerned about a woman's body count? It's not really about the woman. It's about their ignorance about the woman and what they think about the women, what they think it really is when it really ain't that what they're thinking. So what I'm saying is this, a guy who doesn't have sex a lot, right? He's not the type of guy chicks like to fuck a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude, K-Zag 20 in the building. He said Jordan Peterson's advice is based on academia. He doesn't have real world experience with casual dating. He does what a lot of inexperienced dudes do. He tries to make logical sense of shit. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's what I was about to say. See, what you got to understand is guys who don't really get it, right? They come up with theories about what it is. So they're like, oh, women are really emotional when it comes to sex. You know why they think that? Because the women tell those guys, hey, I'm not the type of girl. I need a connection before I have sex. I need to get to know a guy before I have sex. I need to get to know you. You know, I can't get aroused unless I have a strong emotional connection. That's why they say to niggas who they want to use. That's why they say to niggas who they don't want to actually fuck those guys. They're like, I know he likes me. He has some money. He can take me out, wine and dine me. I could use him for this, use him for his attention, talk to him on the phone, get his attention and all of this other stuff. And then when he wants sex, I can just tell him I need to feel emotional about it. So now guys like Jordan Peterson, who don't got that much experience, he keeps hearing women say this to guys like him. And then he says, you know, women, it's dangerous for women because women are emotional. But on the flip side, niggas who get pussy, right? They get text messages and phone calls like this. The chick be hitting them up. Hey, Chad, are you free tonight? I really want you to, can you please come over tonight? I need you tonight. I want you right now. Chad, I need you. Tyrone, I want you right now. Right? They get that type of fucking voicemail or phone call. They get text messages from a chick. They'll match with a girl on Tinder, and the chick will say, hey, you know, the guy be like, hey, what's up? Then the chick will be like, what's good? Do you want to come over and fuck? You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, I remember I was on OkCupid once, right? I matched with this chick, and I said to her, yo, what's up? I was like, you free later tonight? Let's go get a drink. She said, how about we skip the drink and just fuck? You understand what I'm saying? How about we just skip the drink and let's fuck? Listen, I've been in situations where I meet a chick, I go over to a crib, we at the fucking bar and shit. Her house is down the block. I go down the block to her house. I fuck. You understand? I leave. She texts me, hey, I had a really good time. Let's do it again. I said, cool, sounds good. She hits me up 2 weeks later. Hey, what's up, stranger? How you doing? Let's do it again. I say, cool, I'm free Thursday. Boom, Thursday, we go through a smash. You feel what I'm saying? And then I bounce. And she's cool. And then we do it again the next week. And then I come through and I smash. And then everything is cool. But Lucario, it's because she doesn't have peer bonding abilities. And that's why she's able to do that. She has problems, bro. Really? Really? So a woman with a healthy sexual appetite has problems. Interesting. But see, Jordan Peterson is saying it's dangerous for women to have sex because they get all emotional. They get all emotional and negative. Really? See, nigga, I've been to swingers clubs, orgy parties, all that shit, nigga. Are you serious? Chicks like to fuck. You know what I'm saying? See, guys who don't understand this, their reality is I had to go on 3 dates. I had to talk to her on the phone and get to know her for hours. And then we had sex. You understand? Now, what happens is that within that sort of process of doing that, a woman can get emotionally attached to that man because he's doing more than just fucking. Get it? So a woman generally will be attached emotionally to the guy who she actually has more interaction with outside of sex. But when she's horny and she needs to get that
dick is a gift.
Then she just calls the dude who's gonna give her the dick. See, motherfuckers always want to talk about, man, but you gotta understand, it's about the oxytocin, bro. You know, because the oxytocin is gonna make her, you know, it's gonna make her fucking, bond. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting that when a woman has bad sex with a man, there's no oxytocin bonding thing? She just says the dick was whack and she keeps it moving. How come women don't have all this oxytocin with whack dick? Huh? How come? I thought that when you fuck a girl, then all the oxytocin and all that other shit is going to be really, how come when the dick is whack, the oxytocin conversation is out the window? K-Zag said, or they say women who have a lot of casual sex experience trauma, which is some dumb shit. Exactly. Oh, she's experienced all this trauma, all those orgasms she was having, all that moaning she was doing. Oh, it was so traumatic. It was so traumatic. So traumatic. I get it. Now let's continue because it gets even better. Let's continue with this video.
The women do put themselves at risk more, and that might be why there's such a intense debate about what constitutes consent on campuses, despite these beliefs in polyamory and all of these things. But Tinder is a transformative technology, and it's radically underestimated in terms of its potency because it produces hyper-successful predatory males and reduces rejection. It eliminates rejection because, I mean, you could be totally rejected, in which case...
Wait! Hold on. Hold up. Did this nigga just say that it produces predatory males? What? Hold on, let's back this up for a second.
Polyamory and all of these things. But Tinder is a transformative technology, and it's radically underestimated in terms of its potency because it produces hyper-successful predatory males and reduces rejection. It eliminates rejection because, I mean, you can be totally rejected.
Hold on. Did this nigga say it produces these hypersexual predatory males? So now niggas is predators because they want to fuck? Hold on. Let's look at the definition of predator because I looked it up and I screenshotted it. Let's look at the definition. Predator, relating to, or what does it say? Denoting an animal or animals preying naturally on others. And then the second one says seeking to exploit or oppress others. So let's go with the second definition. Seeking to exploit or oppress others. So let me get this straight. So because a dude wants to fuck a woman, he is seeking to exploit or oppress her? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? So guess what, guys? You're a predator because you want to fuck women off of Tinder. You're seeking to exploit and oppress these women with your dick.
Dick is a gift.
Because they don't want it, obviously, because obviously women don't fucking want sex. So obviously you're a predator if you want to have sex with a woman. If you want to give your penis to a woman, you're a predator, obviously. Come on, fam. Come on. I need that Boosie clip where he's on that. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, come on, nigga. What the fuck? But let's continue. Let's back it up a little bit because he's saying some more stuff and then we're gonna continue. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
All of these things. But Tinder is a transformative technology, and it's radically underestimated in terms of its potency because it produces hyper-successful predatory males and reduces rejection. It eliminates rejection because, I mean, you can be totally rejected, in which case you're a failure on Tinder. But in normal pre-mating interaction, let's say, there's a high probability of rejection, especially on the part of males. I don't want to call every male who's successful on Tinder a psychopath. I'm not saying that. But I would say that if you're a successful polyamorous male on Tinder, and so that's going to be a very tiny subset of men that are hyper-selected by women, a tiny subset of men who...
Wait. Hold on. He said, first of all, he said that there's going to be hardly any rejection, which is bullshit, because you can get rejected all day on Tinder. Whenever you match with a girl, right? And you send her a message and she don't respond, that's rejection. If you message a girl and you say, hey, let's do this and let's do that, and then she's like, oh, now actually I'm not down with that, or I don't think this is a good connection, that's rejection. You understand? Shout out to my dude Platinum Elite in the building. What's going on? If you set a date and the chick flake, that's rejection. You understand what I'm saying? But what I found funny is that he said that these polyamorous males. Hold on. Let's back that up again real quick. Let's back this up again real quick.
Especially on the part of males. I don't want to call every male who's successful on Tinder a psychopath. I'm not saying that. But I would say that if you're a successful polyamorous male on Tinder, and so that's going to be a very tiny subset of men that are hyper-selected by women, a tiny subset of men who receive almost no rejection, they're set up to learn to be psychopathic because all their interactions with other people can be devoted to short-term sexual gratification with no emotional intimacy or long-term commitment.
Oh my God. So Jordan Peterson said he's not saying that these men are psychopaths, but if they're just trying to have sex with women without any long-term commitment, then that's kind of psychopathic, right? Let me say he allegedly say that, because let me rewind it to see what he actually said, because I can't believe he just said that. Let me rewind it just a little bit so we could be sure.
And so that's going to be a very tiny subset of men that are hyper-selected by women, a tiny subset of men who receive almost no rejection. They're set up to learn to be psychopathic because all their interactions with other people can be devoted to short-term sexual gratification with no emotional intimacy or long-term commitment.
So wait. So he's saying that these guys can be set up to have psychopathic tendencies because they're having sex with these women without any commitment. So if you don't commit to a woman, guys, after you had sex, or if you're just having sex out here, you're a psychopath, bro. But Jose acts, then he's a psychopath. But let's look at the definition of psychopath. Let's look at the definitions. Hold on, because I screenshotted this. Hold on, let me move this shit out the way so we can get the joints. Okay, psychopath. A person suffering from chronic mental disorder with abnormal or violent social behavior, and unstable and aggressive person. So now, you trying to tell me if a nigga's out here just trying to fuck and he don't want no relationship, does that mean that he's suffering from some chronic mental disorder and he has a violent social behavior because he wants to fuck? Is he an unstable and aggressive person because he wants to fuck and not have a relationship? Are we serious, Jordan Peterson? Is this your king? Is this the guy? So you're a psychopath because you want to have sex with women and not be in a relationship with them? How dare you? How? So basically, every woman I fuck, I'm supposed to want to be in a relationship with. So I can't just have sex with women? I can't have casual sex with women, or I'm a psychopath? Is it like, what kind of shit is this? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But let's continue. Let's continue. Let's keep it going.
And that's a hell of a training ground as far as I'm concerned. So anyways, on Tinder, as you said, women select 4% of the men.
Yep.
So that means
and I would imagine that 4% is very high up on what you're calling, the success hierarchy. I have a friend, good-looking guy. He was very active on Tinder for a while, and he accumulated more than 20,000 matches on the app.
20,000.
20,000. And he was so successful that Tinder pinpointed him early on and gave him all kinds of free perks and bonuses and lifted his radius restrictions, gave him the Tinder Gold app or whatever version of it, basically trying to entice him to continue to use the app.
These are unbelievably pernicious and vicious broad-scale social experiments that are far more potent than anything like government policy. He's in Genghis Khan territory with 20,000. That records for athletes, for example, and movie stars. Some of
Hold on, I want to point out, because I watched this video already. I'm going to point out because he said, okay, this goes with what he's going to say next. So he's saying that his friend had like 20,000 matches, and and if we see Jordan's like 20,000. See, that's a response from dudes who don't get it. 20,000? That's amazing. That's crazy, right? And so what he's going to say next is one of the biggest reasons why guys have issues with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue. Let's keep it going.
The men have reportedly slept with thousands of women. Yes, Wilt Chamberlain, and there's others who are in the same category, but there are men who have women throwing themselves at them all the time, lining up for them. And I've read biographies of people who had that sort of thing happen as well.
But that's not the typical male experience.
No, the typical male experience is all rejection, right?
See, he said the typical male experience is all rejection. No, the typical male experience of a man who is one of these incels is all rejection. The typical man experience of the guy who doesn't put himself out there as much is all rejection. The typical guy who has weak ass game, his experience is all rejection. You see what I'm saying? See, if you actually apply yourself and make shit happen, right, it's not going to be all rejection. Now, are most dudes lazy as fuck when it comes to this game? Of course. Are most dudes, complainers and whiners when it comes to this? Yes. You see what I'm saying? Are most dudes out here simping? Yes. Right? But I want to continue to show you the crux of what we're talking about here.
So you see what's happening is that Tinder is one of the forces that's transforming monogamy into polygamy. And the problem with polygamy is that it follows a Pareto distribution, like the distribution of wealth, is that some tiny minority of men get all the sexual opportunity and all the rest get virtually none.
See, and this is the issue. This is the issue with the body count. This is the issue with all the bullshit. Oh, I didn't even put the Cash App on there. Hold on. Let me find I gotta post up the Cash App real quick. My bad. I forgot to do that. Let me get to that in a second. Hold on. Let me do that. Give me 1 second. But that's the thing. See, so one of the issues is this, man, is that you have a lot of guys out there who feel some type of way about dudes getting a lot of pussy. See, the guys who aren't getting the pussy feel some type of way about the dudes getting the pussy. And so this is why guys feel some type of way about the body count, because the body count is also representative as a representation of them being the guys who can't get the pussy. Because the other guys are getting the pussy. Because see, women can't have a high body count without niggas fucking them. But if you're not the nigga that's fucking them, then you're going to feel some type of way. But what I found funny about what he just said, he said that Tinder is responsible for, monogamy turning into polygamy. Is that what he said? Let's back this up a little bit. Hold on.
But that's not the typical male experience.
No, the typical male experience is all rejection, right? So you see what's happening is that Tinder is one of the forces that's transforming monogamy into polygamy. And the problem with polygamy is that it follows a Pareto distribution, like the distribution of wealth, is that some tiny minority of men get all the sexual opportunity and all the rest get virtually.
Hold on, I gotta back that up just one more time, because I want to make sure that I'm hearing this right. One more time.
Right. So you see what's happening is that Tinder is one of the forces that's transforming monogamy into polygamy. And the problem with polygamy is that it follows a Pareto distribution, like the distribution of wealth, is that some tiny minority of men get all the sexual opportunity and all the rest get virtually none.
Okay, so now Jordan Peterson is saying that Tinder is like forcing the situation where it's turning monogamy into polygamy. Listen, we didn't need Tinder for that. We didn't need dating apps for that. That shit was happening already. And what I'm saying is it's not turning monogamy into polygamy. Understand, first of all, polygamy is when, a person has more than one spouse. Like, you're married to more than one person, right? But also earlier, he was talking about polyamorous relationships or polyamorous men, right? But let's look at the definition of What does it mean to be polyamorous? Polyamory specifically refers to people who have multiple romantic relationships at the same time. It does not mean any type of open relationship that may include more casual sex partners. In many polyamorous relationships, each partner is aware of the other ones. Now, I want you to pay attention to the multiple romantic relationship part, right? Now, earlier he was talking about polyamorous relationships. Then he moved into polygamy, which is part of polyamorous relationships, but the polygamy is more so with marriage and stuff like that, right? So if a person is swiping right on Tinder, right, you have to first go through some dating or hooking up or whatever the fuck it is before we even talking about an actual romantic relationship, an actual long-term serious relationship. You understand? So when people are polyamorous, that's different than being in an open relationship. So when you're in an open relationship, what it is that you have, let's say, a girlfriend, and you might just fuck a chick here and there on the side, or your girl might fuck a dude here and there on the side. That's an open relationship. Polyamorous relationships is when you actually have a full-fledged, serious, long-term type of relationship with multiple people. But what Jordan is here is saying is simply this: because these guys can get so much attention on the app, that's going to cause those guys to get most of the women, whereas all these other guys are going to get none. But that was always happening before Tinder. You understand what I'm saying? Before Tinder. Exactly. That's going to be their slogan. Tinder, turning monogamy into polyamory one swipe at a time. Exactly. Like, what kind of shit is that? See, if we look at the underlying message of this whole video that we're watching, it's basically guys with no game feeling some type of way about guys who have game, feeling threatened by guys who have game. And that's what it's always been about. It's always been about guys who don't have game feeling threatened by guys who do have game. This is what the whole body count shit is about. Well, she can't pair bond. See, he's feeling threatened by the fact that the chick's been fucking other men because he feels like he can't measure up to the other men. You understand what I'm saying? This is what happens. Oh, well, he's going to get all these girls. He's going to get these 20,000 matches, and I'm going to get none. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
I don't know what to do.
That's how niggas going to be out. I don't know what to do. That's all this is about. That's all this is about. You said threatened over what? Losing a girl? Yeah, that's what they're threatened by. They're scared that these alpha motherfuckers are going to take their girl. You understand? So even though they're talking about Tinder and the apps and all this other stuff, the underlying message is the same. It's these guys out here are going to take all the girls from little old me. And I can't get women because all these other women want these other guys. And so it's so hard for me. So what I need you guys who have game to do is I need y'all to chill the fuck out and leave some women for us. That's all it's about. You understand? Exactly. He said niggas with no game swear 100 matches equal 100 ladies. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why Jordan was so impressed when he said 20,000. He's like, 20,000 matches? Are you what? So 20,000 women wanted to have sex with him and procreate and you know, he was up the success hierarchy. So that's why she wanted to date up and across or across and up and sideways and zigzag. Oh my God, 20,000 matches? His sexual market value must be through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm telling you, listen, it sucks to be the guy that doesn't have game. It sucks. I know. You got to try harder. You got to do more shit. You got to pay for it. You got to simp. And you still don't get the best out of the woman. It's sad. I know. It's sad, but this is why I tell y'all motherfuckers to learn the game. But hey, what do I know? I've just been doing this for 15 years. What do I know? But let's continue.
And that is a recipe for social instability.
It's even easier to cheat. So in the past, if you wanted to be unfaithful to your partner, it was risky because, essentially like you had the same social circle, you had the same friends, everyone knew everyone else. But now with the apps, you can match with someone who is completely outside of your social reality, outside of your partner's social reality. You can have a very discreet rendezvous. No one will ever know about this. Ghosting has become more common. I don't know if you know about ghosting, but it's basically where you're in.
Hold on. So this guy's saying it's easier to cheat now because you have Tinder. So it's easier to cheat. You can just swipe on someone. No one's going to know. You know, it's funny how people, they blame the thing, but the thing that they're blaming isn't the problem. So they're like, well, Tinder's bad because Tinder's making it easier for people to cheat. So you think, okay, so if we get rid of Tinder, cheating's going to not exist? Is that what we're saying? Is cheating going to go away as soon as we get rid of the dating apps? Is cheating going to decrease now because we get rid of the dating apps? People are going to be like, you know what? I was going to cheat, but since I don't have a dating app, forget it. I was, but then Tinder is not around anymore, so I'm just going to not cheat. No. All Tinder is, or these dating apps is a vehicle to do the shit you was going to do anyway. So instead of tackling the problem of cheating, they want to look at it in the sense of, man, Tinder's just really, oh man, the cheating problem's gotten worse because of things like Tinder. No, cheating is happening because you're a cheater. It's that simple. It's ridiculous. And now he's talking about ghosting. Let's continue.
In a relationship with someone, and after you have sex, once or however many times, then you just vanish. You never see that person again. Delete them from your phone, block them on social media. You never have to see them again. And there's no social cost to this.
That's a real psychopathic conquest.
Oh my God. So he's saying, oh, these people will ghost you. They'll have sex with you once or twice and they'll never talk to you again. Boo-hoo. Oh my God. I'm so sad.
I don't know what to do. Oh my God, Facebook, help me. I can't believe this shit. All these months I've been dealing with her, and I just thought she was official. She lied to me.
Nigga. So if you have sex with someone once or twice, guess what happened? You had sex with someone once or twice. You or they are not obligated to continue fucking with you. What is this thing where people just assume, oh, we had sex, so now no, I ain't got to do shit. I ain't got to do shit. I could fuck you once and be out. I could fuck you twice and be out. You can have sex with me once or twice and be out. Who the fuck cares? Move on. Oh, so it's psychopathic to have sex with someone and then move on? I don't owe you no conversation because I have my dick in you. I don't owe you no explanation because we fucked. I don't owe you no goddamn phone call because my dick was in your mouth. What kind of shit is this? It's like, yo, like what? Like the entitlement of motherfuckers. Well, we had sex. Like you ever seen that movie Vanilla Sky? Y'all should watch that movie with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz, I think it was. And there was a scene where she was in the car driving with Tom Cruise, and she was mad at him, I guess because he was dodging her. Or I forgot exactly what happened, but I never forget what the line she said. She said something like, she either said you came in me or you came in my mouth or something. She said something like that. She was like, you came in my mouth, that means something. Or you came in me, that means something. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. See, people are so attached to all these situations. You understand? They're attached to all these situations and they think because you fuck, now you're supposed, no, that don't mean shit. Guess what happens if you want to actually have a long-term situation with a person? You have to meet a person, right? who you and that person are compatible and both of you want to actually consistently be in each other's lives. That is it. And y'all both make a choice to continue to see each other. That is it. If you want to continue to see this person and they don't want to continue to see you, tough. You understand what I'm saying? They don't owe you shit. They don't owe you shit. And if you fucking a girl, right, and she want to continue seeing you and all this other shit, and you don't want to continue to see her, tough for her. You don't owe her shit. Now, the thing is this. What you don't want to do is you don't want to pretend or act like you want something more when you know you don't. Now, that's fucked up because then you're leading someone on. You understand? So if you're dealing with someone, you're like, oh my God, I feel this connection and I think we should continue to see each other and I really like you and oh, you're the best and I feel like I'm falling in love and all this other shit. And then all of a sudden they hit you up and you never call them again. You just out of there. That's goofy shit. But if I fucking meet a woman and we go out and get drinks or some shit, right? And we start flirting, we start kissing, and then I smash her that night. And then she hit me up later that week, or I hit her up, and then we meet up again, and I fuck her a second time. And then after that second time I fuck her, I never call her again, right? Let's say she's hitting me up. Let's say she hollers at me. I don't return her call. Guess what? I don't owe that woman shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't owe her a goddamn thing. We were two consenting adults who had sex twice. I don't owe her shit. You understand? And the same on the flip side. If I go fuck a girl once or twice and then she don't want to return my calls or want to see me again, she don't owe me shit. You understand what I'm saying? She don't owe me shit. See, people come up with this shit where they feel like you owe them something, and if you don't, then you're a psychopath. You mean to tell me that you actually had sex with me and you don't actually want to see me again? You're crazy. You're a psychopath. You're violent. You're aggressive. What? This is crazy. Let's continue.
Strategy, right?
Yes.
Because psychopaths, they tend to form relationships that are very predatory and then disappear. That way their reputations stay intact as long as they can continue to disappear. Well, the question would...
Wait, psychopaths create relationships that are predatory and then they disappear. But are we talking about people just having sex and then disappearing? So how is that predatory? How's that predatory? Did you oppress someone for having sex with them and not calling them again? How's that predatory? So because I have sex with you, now I owe you my life. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. He said, women ghost dudes more than guys. Yeah, because they are women, simps put off on it. That's a fact. You know how many women will fuck dudes and never call them niggas again? Chicks do this all the time, right? So a lot of times people want to make it seem like it's just guys that do this shit. No, women do this shit all the time too. You understand? Let me rewind that a little bit because I want to hear exactly what he said in that part again.
Delete them from your phone, block them on social media. You know, become more common. I'm not talking about ghosting, but it's basically where you're in a relationship with someone, you can match with someone who is completely outside of your social reality, outside of your partner's social reality. You can have a very discreet rendezvous. No one will ever know about this. Ghosting has become more common. I don't know if you know about ghosting, but it's basically where you're in a relationship with someone, and after you have sex, you know, once or however many times, then you just vanish. You never see that person again. Delete them from your phone, block them on social media. You never have to see them again. And there's no social cost to this.
That's a real psychopathic conquest strategy, right?
Yes,
because psychopaths, they tend to form relationships that are very predatory and then disappear. That way their reputations stay intact as long as they can continue to disappear. Well, the question would be, what happens to you after you do that 4 or 5 times? let's say you're not particularly psychopathic to begin with. It's like you learn what you practice. Look, if you're using people continually as a means to an end, and I think sex is probably the most effective way of doing that, then you're establishing a pattern of interaction between you and other people at perhaps the deepest possible level. And so if you do that repeatedly, you're certainly not engaging in anything that might be regarded as a meaningful or deep relationship.
Oh my God. Nigga, we talking about motherfuckers going on Tinder to get laid. Right? Now, if something comes out of that as far as something more than just getting laid, cool, that's awesome. But exactly, Giovanni, what reputation? They're like, well, you're gonna, you're trying to, make sure you don't ruin your reputation. What reputation? What reputation? So, so motherfuckers seriously can't just go out and have casual sex and call it a day. You understand? He's saying, oh man, well, if you're doing all this time and you're just using these people, bruh, if two mature, consenting adults want to fuck, what's wrong with that? See, the thing with Jordan Peterson, he's looking at it in the sense of, you shouldn't be out here having casual sex because that fucks everything up. It's going to fuck up the social dynamics and orders because you're going to have all these guys out here fucking all the women. And then the women aren't going to be able to get married to these nice guys out here that's going to take care of them. And then it's going to mess up the whole situation. Now, to be fair, he's not all the way incorrect because, see, monogamy is needed for men. You understand what I'm saying? Monogamy is needed for men. Men need monogamy. If it wasn't for monogamy, a lot of niggas wouldn't be getting no pussy. You understand that? The social construct of monogamy is for men. Because if it wasn't for the social construct of monogamy, most men would not get any pussy because you would have more men out there who would be getting most of the pussy. And then what'll happen is that a lot of dudes will be left out of the pussy. This is what he was saying earlier. But that's what I'm saying, where the whole conversation is just about guys who have a hard time getting pussy, feeling some type of way about the guys who get pussy. That's what this whole argument is about. That's why he's calling guys who, like to have sex with a lot of women or who can get a sex from a lot of women, predators and psychopaths. Or saying that it's predatory behavior. You feel what I'm saying? That's why he's saying it's predatory behavior and it's psychopathic because these guys out here are getting it in. Because you must be oppressing a woman if you're fucking her, because remember, women need to feel emotions and all that before they can have sex, right? So if you're just having sex with a woman and you ghost her or you keep it pushing, that means you're oppressing her because now she's going to get all emotional about it. You understand what I'm saying? But that's pretty much the end of the video. Let me get to, I think we have some calls. Hold on. And remember, guys, we're going to be doing a show tonight, 10 o'clock, me and Miles. So make sure that you guys are on top of that. You're going to go, let me go 216 and then 713. 216, what's popping? Who this?
This is Philip. What's going on, Lakari?
What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Yes, I donated $5.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's going on, fam? What's good?
Yeah, so I set up a date with this woman, and I went on the date, and she didn't show up. But the last text that she sent me was, "I can do that." And then later on, she texted me back today saying what happened. Wait.
Let's back. Hold on. Let's back up. Hold on. Let's back up again. So you were supposed to go on a date. When?
Friday. Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. So
when you 11:30.
At a Saturday at 11:30. So you hit up the what day did you set the date?
Let me go back.
And what did you say to her? And what did she say to you?
Okay. So I set up the date for on Thursday.
Okay, so on Thursday you said let's meet up. You said let's meet up Saturday at 11:30, right?
No, 7:30 on Sunday. Sunday. I said I didn't mean Saturday.
Okay,
I meant Sunday.
So you said Sunday 7:30, and what did she say?
And she said I'm not off work until around 6 p.m. So I said another. Then we moved on to Saturday. That's when I set it up for the same time on Saturday.
Okay,
she
so
said
then,
she couldn't do Sunday.
Okay, so then she said. So then, and when you said let's do Saturday at 7:30 or whatever, what did she say?
Then she said today. So then I had to remind her that she got the date wrong, and I said Saturday, and she said I can do that. And that was the last text. So
Okay,
I just went on the date.
Now, hold on. So now on Saturday morning, did you hit her up to confirm?
No.
That's what you did wrong. So you just showed up to the date.
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed, bro. Whenever you set a date, right? The girl agrees to the date. Then on the day of the date, you're supposed to call or text to confirm is she still coming through. You understand?
Okay.
Because what happens is this: if you would have said to her, "Hey, what's up? Are we still free tonight for 7:30?" Right? Then she would have told you either, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't make it. Some came up," right? Or what happens is she might have not responded to you at all, and that would have been a response anyway. It would have been like, "Okay, she didn't respond, so I'm not going to go through and meet her." You understand what I'm saying? But you never set a date and then just go to the date. You always have to confirm on the day. You understand? Always. Now, the reason why you have to confirm also is because what happens is sometimes because you don't confirm, the girl thinks that you're not going to show up. So then she doesn't show up. You understand?
Right. Okay.
So that's what you got to remember. Always confirm, bro.
All right. So how should I move now? Because she hit me back up saying what happened.
What's she talking about? What? So did you wait? Did you hit her up or did she hit you up?
She hit me up. I didn't hear her up. Okay.
And what did she say?
She was like, "Hey, good morning. So what happened with the ice cream date? I didn't hear from you."
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. She didn't hear from you. That's what I'm saying. She didn't hear from you. You didn't confirm. So that's what I'm saying. You fucked it up. She would have probably met you, but you didn't confirm on the Saturday. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. So should I reset the date or?
Yes, nigga, reset the date because you fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Reset the date. You say, "Hey, my bad. Listen, let's do this day, this time. And we're going to definitely do this day, this time." And then whatever day that is, hit her up on the day and confirm, brother. Please. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, bro.
And I'm reading the chat right now. I did set up the spot and everything. I gave her all the details.
Right.
That's why I thought I didn't have to respond.
No, you always got to confirm, bro. Always. Because her response basically is what I just said. She assumed it wasn't happening because you didn't confirm. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she's waiting for you to hit her up and say, "Hey, are we still on for tonight?" Or, "Hey, looking forward to tonight. Hit me up if you're running late," whatever, so that she can respond and say, "Hey, good to hear from you. I'll see you tonight." Or, "Hey, I might be like 10 minutes late," whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You have to confirm. You have to actually reconfirm that situation. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. I'll just reset the date then.
All right, bro. All right, brother. Mahalo.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Peace. All right. Let's go to, I think it's Monogamous Player. Monogamous Player, what's going on, fam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know that I donated. What's good?
Appreciate it. All right. What's going on?
Mr. Lucario, and I know that you already know what I'm about to say, and I know that you laugh about this, but isn't it funny that the guys that barely have experience out here that don't get pussy has all the answers?
Right, exactly.
To why this should be like this and that should be like that, right? For this guy to even say that, "Oh, if you basically he's saying that if you're a player, you're a predator.
Right.
Like you're a bad person if you're a player. But guys are only saying it is because they are the ones that's not players.
Exactly.
Now, if they was players and everything was happening for them, then they wouldn't be saying any of this stuff.
Exactly.
But a lot of these guys, Mr. Lucario, and here's how you know what you beta, right? See, a lot of guys be talking about that women catch emotions through sex. I mean, yes, that can be true, but that's not always true.
Right.
Who catches emotions through sex easier than women or beta males?
Right, exactly.
Or guys that don't get a lot of sex. You see what I'm saying? Those are the guys, because once they get it, then all of a sudden they want the girl. They actually want the girl to slow down, and the girl might not even be on that. You know what I'm saying? She might was just on some casual stuff, but then all of a sudden, because you're not on no casual stuff, then the girl got to get ridiculed, and she got to get talked about basically because of how you feel.
Right.
Versus a girl messing with a player, she can trust the player because she already know that the player is not going to judge her. The player is not going to steer her wrong.
Right.
The player is just going to satisfy her for the moment. You see what I'm saying? And matter of fact, Mr. Lucario, and I've been hearing this a lot. I've been wanting to say this. I just always forget, but I wrote it down today. You know what's very similar to all these guys with these theories they always say? And that one guy that's a passport bro that y'all reacted to, him, right? He said it, right? And I have a friend that also said this. All these guys is having trouble with women. They always say this to me. Man, it's not about smashing the women, bro. It's about keeping them around.
Right. Right.
Once you get over that hump to understanding that women come and go, then you have mastered the game, or you are on the way to mastering the game.
Right.
But when you are still having trouble understanding that women come and go, and you just can't fathom that, and it just affects you so much, then you're going to have trouble with most of the women that you deal with. Because I'm going to be honest, 99% of the women that come in your life are only there temporary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The
That's
women that do stay in your life for a long period of time is less than 1%, whether that's your wife soon to be, or, throughout your life, you done had various relationships with women. You see what I'm saying? But out of those, compared to all the women that should come into your life, that's a very low percentage.
Exactly.
So one thing about a player or a guy that has experience with women, we understand that a woman may come and go. When I used to be out here, Mr. McCoy, I used to tell women, I understand, I'm going to be honest, you might not be around long. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no guarantee of a relationship, but what we can do is enjoy the moment. You see what I'm saying? We can enjoy the moment. And most girls, what they're going to do, some might say, I don't know, but a lot of them are going to enjoy the moment. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, Mr. Lucario, the reason why these guys look at women crazy that want sex is because guys hold women to a higher standard, and guys put women on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck if a girl got a degree, if a girl is a principal of a school, if a girl is the president of the United States. A woman wants dick, a woman wants dick. None of that shit matters. You see what I'm saying? Now, for example, Mr. Carl, you remember when I told you that me and my partners, we went out last week, a couple of weeks ago, and we were just out here just talking to women for fun on some shit. And then we actually met up a group of women, and one chick was sitting on my partner's lap, and then me and my other partner, we were just conversing with the other two chicks, right? Now, because I know that I was just doing it for fun, I really wasn't trying to create sexual tension, but because I'm player enough, the tension still was created amongst those women, right? Now, this wasn't even the main woman that I was talking to, because we all exchanged information, on some cool shit, right? One of the chicks actually told me yesterday that I'm actually kind of feeling you. I thought you was talking to my cousin. I was like, nah, I was just on some, wingman shit. I was just talking, you know what I'm saying? But even though I was just talking, she still was feeling me. You see what I'm saying? But here's what it is, Mr. Lucario. A lot of guys don't know how to talk to women. Right. That's only what it is. A lot of guys don't know how to talk to women. That's why they got to use all this external stuff. I didn't say anything out of the ordinary. I acted myself. You see what I'm saying? I was just being cool, just being a wingman for my partner so he could execute. And then because I was playing such a good wingman position, I end up executing. And this was all for fun. So imagine if I was really out here, Mr. Lucario, really still out here making these coconut oil sessions happen. This is a girl that's about to get a coconut oil massage. And guess what she is, Mr. Lucario? She's an assistant principal at a school. That's got a higher status than me within my career. I'm only a teacher. You see what I'm saying? But of course, guys will look at her and say, "Oh my God, you can't treat her like that." She's an assistant principal of a school, but that don't stop her from wanting some dick. You see what I'm saying? But these guys out here, I don't. You see what I'm saying? And then another thing, Mr. Lucario, and I'm about to get off. All these guys talking about, women can't pair bond because they just smash other guys like da-da-da, right? Now, remember I told you about me and my girlfriend, right? Me and my girl, I didn't meet her until I was 28, but me and my girl are from the same hood, same community, and we know a lot of the same people. So come to find out that my girlfriend already done had sex with 2 guys that I know. You see what I'm saying? That I personally know. One guy I'm real cool with, another guy I went to school. Well, I really went to school with both of them. You see what I'm saying? But I know both of them guys, right? Regardless of that, Mr. Lucario, me and my girlfriend pair bonding like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, this situation is the most I ever pair bond with a chick. And I know 2 guys personally that she done did things with, right? But guys think that, oh, because you stick your dick in a girl, she's gonna commit. No, one guy, she was trying to see what was up. Come to find out, the guy still had a girlfriend. It didn't work out. The other guy, she said it was just a one-time thing. She wasn't really feeling the sex. She moved on. So just because she had sex with these guys don't mean that there was pair bonding being built. The reason why it was pair bonding being built between us is because, yes, after we had sex, we also started to connect in other ways outside of sex. That's how the pair bonding happens. And guess what, Mr. Lucario? Another thing is, I didn't smash one time when I was staying in my parents' house, right? I smashed 3 girls in one day one time. One early in the morning, one midday, one at night, right? And guess what? All them chicks got boyfriends. Exactly. So these are the chicks that was in my rotation getting smashed one by one. And guess what? They pair bonding like a motherfucker.
That's a fact.
So what are these guys talking about?
But see, the reason they talk that stupid shit is because they're not actually living this. A lot of these niggas on the internet are internet nerds. You understand? Because yo, nigga, there's chicks that I used to fuck with, like some of my old fuck buddies who are in relationships right now. And they've been with these niggas for years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and some of them that I know, these are certain chicks that I went to fucking orgy parties with. These are chicks that told me that their body counts are like 100, 120 niggas. And these chicks right now have boyfriends or husbands they've been with for years. So a lot of these dudes, they don't understand because, see, their insecurity is causing them to feel some type of way about a woman doing shit before they even met this woman. So they're all, see, this is the goofy part about niggas. When niggas are emotional, they start to logic, their logic is like bitches. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because these are the same niggas who want to fuck a bunch of women, but then they want the women to be virgins that they marry. So it's like all these niggas want to fuck, but then none of these niggas want bitches to fuck niggas. Like that don't make no sense. So it's like when it always comes back to that.
Don't make any sense.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. But the thing is this, because they're not actually out there dealing with women, right? And they're just on the internet, right? They don't actually realize how an actual relationship works or how actual compatibility between a man and a woman works. They think because a woman had a dick in her for 7 minutes this time or that time, that she's going to be unable to bond with another nigga who she's compatible with. It's fucking nonsense.
Right.
It's like crazy, bro. This shit is stupid.
Right. It's crazy, but as what you said, Mr. Lucario, when you don't have the experience, then your perspective is going to be skewed versus if you do have the experience, then you can see things from a much, you can see things from a bird's eye view, you know what I'm saying, versus you just looking straight. You see what I'm saying? But as I say, Mr. Lucario, and that's why I say, Mr. Lucario, I'm so glad is you, Miles, and the whole gang, y'all are on YouTube and the social media platforms, because it's so many guys out here, Mr. Lucario, that's out here putting out the wrong information and it's causing other guys to believe that shit. Right. But as I say, I'm a guy that lived the shit, so I'm never gonna believe that shit because I know better. You see what I'm saying? But that's all I want to say, Mr. Lucario. Yes, as I say, guys, people that are listening, just because a woman had sex with many guys before, guess what? If those guys are not around, apparently the girl and the guys wasn't compatible. Right, exactly. Or the situation didn't work out. Exactly. That has nothing to do with your situation. Actually, if it does, it's actually going to make your situation better because over time, because of all your experience, you should have gotten better as a man. And from all her experiences, she should have gotten better as a woman. That's a fact. So that's a fact. Y'all have a great day.
That's some real shit, brother. Shout out to Monogamous Play. That's a fact. See, niggas don't never want to think about it that way because that's what I'm saying. Most of the shit that these motherfuckers think about is not really about what they saying. See, even this whole Jordan Peterson video, it's not really about Tinder and all of this other goofy shit they talking about. It's about niggas who can get girls or who ain't getting girls feeling some type of way about niggas who getting girls. So when niggas talk about the whole body count and the pair bonding shit, it's really about niggas who have issues getting women feeling some type of way about women being sexual because that's a threat to them when they get a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because they're always in constant fear that another nigga who is better than them is going to take their chick. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because when you talk about it logistically, for niggas to be this fucking adamant about the whole body count thing and all this other shit, for them to be this like it has to be this much of a big thing, you would think that dudes will be trying their hardest to figure out a woman's actual count. But niggas don't do that shit. They go out with a girl, they think she's hot, they hook up with her, they like the chick, they might make the chick their girl. You have no idea that chick could have 300 niggas that she fuck with. You understand what I'm saying? 300 niggas. So that's the thing. How the fuck do you know? You don't. But it's something that dudes hold in high regard, but they have no way of finding out. And so it's a more of an emotional fucking conversation. That's all it is. That's all it is. But let's get some of these questions real quick, and then we go head up out of here. It says, Lakara, can you get that intro song on Apple Music? All right, I'm gonna try. Well, I got it. The mixtape about to come out probably by the end of the year. I got 2 more songs I got to do for the mixtape, but the joints, it's crazy, fucking crazy. So it says, I'm the guy you made a short video about your mom getting sex. Oh, well, you're the one that asked the question about or said that. So you should call in, Anonymous Truth. So basically, he wrote a comment talking about, Miss Locario, aren't you, you're always talking about this women having sex. How are you going to feel about your mom or your sister having sex? I'm like, nigga, I don't care. They're grown people. Like, why would I give a fuck if my mom is fucking or my sister's fucking? Or let's say I had a daughter who was over 18. Why would I give a fuck if she's fucking? I don't care. They're supposed to be fucking. Like, y'all niggas, it's so, and that's what I'm saying, it's so weird how dudes want to fuck a woman, but they don't realize that woman could be a mom, could be someone's sister, or or is definitely someone's daughter, right? So every chick you fuck is someone's daughter. So imagine all the dads were like, I don't want nobody fucking my daughter. Then you wouldn't get no pussy if the daughter listened to them, right? See, in order for you to get what you want, women have to fuck. So if women have to fuck, how are the body counts supposed to be low? You see what I'm saying? Like, dudes don't make no sense. What's the best thing to put in your bio on a dating app? So I say, guys, go to badboymembership.com right now and get the programs. Advanced online game, the most efficient way to get women to meet you in person. Also get how to take pictures how to get you laid on online dating sites. Because even in this program, I do talk about how to make a player profile and how to actually put player shit in your bio. And then, of course, how to send messages that'll get you laid on online dating apps, because when a woman messages you or you message her, you want to make sure you're getting her off the app. So go to badboymembership.com right now to get all those things. And then you will know what to put in your bio. So it says, when breaking up with the next, should you leave the option open for casual sex like you do when you approach a chick for casual sex and she says no? Then you tell her, call me if you change your mind. Well, it depends though, because sometimes what happens is dudes do that and then they fall back into the old pattern, and then they get sort of, the chick tries to persuade them to get back with them, or you feel like you want to get back with her. And usually what happens is that in those situations, what you really want to do is you want to be able to stay away from her and move on so you can, fuck with other women and leave that behind you, because there's a reason why I broke up. You feel what I'm saying? So it don't make no sense to keep like falling back on that shit. Says, I've been going to clubs and bars and lounges. My problem is how to get the women to hear me. What's the most efficient way? Even lounges be loud as hell sometimes. Do I use my phone? Well, that's the thing. Clubs are usually the loudest. If you go to like bars and just low-key lounges, generally those aren't that loud. So you just got to know which places you're going to. So you got to figure out the places that have that type of vibe where it's just more chill and relax where you can hear yourself, you know what I'm saying, talk or whatever. But even in those situations, you can still talk to a woman, but pull her outside, pull her to, you know, another part of the club that might not be as loud or whatever, you know, go upstairs to another section or whatever it is like that. But you can definitely pull them out to the spot. I used to do that shit all the time. Be like, yo, let's go outside and talk real quick. You know what I'm saying? Platinum Shore says, do you think there is a fair limit at all to body count? Let's say 500. What do you mean? What do you mean a fair limit? What does that mean? You mean that should be the limit, that she fucks only no more than 500 guys? Listen, the ratio of guys women can fuck is always lower than what they're really fucking. You understand? Like, if you think about it, think about the amount of niggas that want to fuck a chick, and think about the amount of dudes she fucks. It's less than 1% in most cases. It's probably less than 1% in most cases. You understand? Like I said, I always said this before, if a chick has been getting hollered at heavy since she was 18 and now she's 28, that's 10 years. If one dude a day tries to give her dick, that's 3,650 guys in 10 years, but that's just one guy. That's just one dude. So when a chick says she fucked 58 niggas, you're like, oh my God, that's so high. 58 out of 3,650 guys, and that's only if one guy approaches her a day or tries to get with her a day? Now you know it's more than one guy. You know what I'm saying? Times that shit by 10. So let's say over 35,000 guys, and that's still being generous. Let's say 35,000 niggas tried to holler at a chick or fuck her in a 10-year span. And her body count is 50. You trying to say within 10 years, 35,000 niggas tried to give her dick and she chose 50, and that's high? What? This is what it's niggas is weird out here, man. Niggas is weird. Because in order for a woman to have a low body count, that means she has a low sex drive. If she has a low sex drive, that means she ain't trying to fuck you like that. If she ain't trying to fuck you like that, that means you ain't getting no pussy. If you ain't getting no pussy, you're going to be feeling some type of way because you ain't getting no pussy, right? Then you're going to say, oh, these chicks ain't out here, they ain't trying to fuck, right? So what the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? I swear this is it's like the stupidest argument ever. Stupidest argument ever. Oh, it says, Scar, is it okay to be indifferent with a girl all the time? Well, the thing is, you should be indifferent regardless. Like, what do you, you know what I'm saying? Like, your whole energy should just be, I'm doing me, I'm enjoying myself, I enjoy the moment, and then I don't get attached to all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Do you need to get in shape to be confident enough? No, you do not, but it's good to get in shape. Dealing with a woman who asked for space, told her, hit me up for dick. Last time I saw/heard from her was 2 months ago. She hit me up after not communicating. Haven't heard from you. Hope all is well. Any thoughts? Then you tell her, hey, come through and get this dick.
Dick is a gift.
You understand? That's it.
It's a gift.
Tell her to come through and get the dick. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Listen, we're going to do a show tonight, 10 o'clock. Make sure you guys be there. Remember, guys, go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Also, go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, guys, that the truth is inside you. All right, peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.